The following program is the work of the broadcast students at the British Columbia Institute of Technology. Bcit Magazine features news stories from around the Lower Mainland which were produced over the last week. Responsibility for the content of the show rests completely with the students and their instructors.
Today on Bcit Magazine, BCIT's Green Team is encouraging students to reduce the campus's ecological footprint by commuting smart. And a new tax proposal on traditional Indian attire has one local store owner worrying about the future of his business. Two Burnaby ballerinas are paying their own way to the World Dance Championships due to lack of government assistance. Hello and welcome to Bcit Magazine. I'm Mariah Beaton. Each day, parking lots across this campus are filled with hundreds of cars. Students and faculty at Bcit are being encouraged to reduce their collective ecological footprint by commuting smart to campus. Sarah Gray has this story.
Each day, students and faculty pile into parking lots at Bcit. It's often hard to find a place to park. The surplus of cars on campus is also affecting BCIT's carbon footprint, according to the Campus Green Team. The Green Team is made up of volunteers and carry out a Commute Smart program every year to encourage students to come to school sustainably.
Commute Smart was a campaign to get people to commute more intelligently in a greener way, and we were trying to get people to get out of their single occupancy vehicles and either cycle or walk or take transit or carpool, or switch from one to the other as well.
The team runs several campaigns each year. Their headquarters are at the Afresh House, a sustainable building which has attracted nearly 50,000 visitors since its opening. According to the founders, people need to do more to be eco-friendly.
My favorite thing, bringing your own water bottles, bringing your own coffee cups, waste reduction is huge. Turning off the lights, very, very simple. Another one that I notice a lot of people don't do, but again, very simple, is plugging computer into a power bar and turning off the power bar at the end of the day.
The Green Team is hoping that the Commute Smart program, along with other initiatives, will help BCIT reduce its ecological footprint. Anyone wishing to join the Green Team can do so by searching Green Team under the BCIT homepage. Sarah Sanga in Burnaby for Bcit Magazine.
A federal government proposal to increase taxes on imported goods from 71 countries, including India, may mean South Asian women will have to pay more for a traditional garment. Blanca Blandon reports.
So this is probably one of my favorite pieces in the entire store.
Elaborate saris have been worn by South Asian women for centuries, especially at their weddings. At Well-Groomed in Surrey, owner Dave Singh worries a new tax on imported saris will force brides to compromise their dreams.
They'll probably go with the cheaper quality, which they would be compromising with their taste.
The tax is not yet in place, but Singh is already preparing for it.
I think we're already paying a ridiculous amount of import duties and taxes. I think import duty currently is over 18%, and another 6% is going to, harm the business very badly, and it's going to come out from the customer's pocket, and which is going to affect the business drastically.
The proposed tax would mean a 6% increase on imported saris like the one I'm wearing. Tariffs such as a sari and spice tax are designed to protect local industries, but when it comes to saris, none of them are made here. They're all made in India.
There is no need to have tariff on items that we do not produce here. That if you have a tariff on items that we do not produce here, it's an additional tax on our families and our working class people. So this is going to have impact on all Canadians.
Okay. As things hang now, saris are still being sold without the additional tax, but that could change within the next few months. Blanca Blandon in Surrey for Bcit Magazine.
The BC Liberal government has reached an agreement with the oil company Nexen to advance an LNG proposal. The Grassy Point project involves a partnership with Nexen, the Chinese offshore oil corporation Impacts Corporation, and JGC Engineering.
We here at BC have a singular opportunity to transform our economy, to create 100,000 direct new jobs in every single corner of our province.
The 14 pipeline proposals, no final agreements have been made. Next on Bcit Magazine, a local nursery is trying to make the holiday season more eco-friendly by replanting live Christmas trees. SFU Hockey gets set to welcome NCAA hockey powers to town for a showcase on ice.
I chose BCIT because I know that all the programs are very hands-on. We have our own radio station, like it's one of the best programs that I've ever heard of.
I am starting a job on Monday, so confidence is high.
Honestly, I didn't think it was going to be this fun.
A defining moment for me was when I finished my first internship and got lots of really great feedback from industry professionals.
I would have never imagined I'd be walking into the floors of TSN and thinking, I'm not a student anymore, I'm here to work.
I will be starting a job with an investigative news program in Toronto, and I'm really excited to see that grow into what will become, hopefully, my dream job.
BCIT Broadcast and Online Journalism, putting you to work.
It's not even December yet, I know, but I'm already getting excited for the holiday season. And listen to this, Grouse Mountain will be celebrating with their peak of Christmas celebrations, and it'll be a full month of family fun, live entertainment, real reindeer, outdoor skating, and of course, Santa Claus. It'll take place from November 23rd to December 24th. For more information, visit grousemountain.com. Can the involvement of artists in urban infrastructure change the relationship between citizens and their environment? The Lulu series Art in the City will be the first of 3 talks in Richmond, and it'll explore the relationship between people and places with site-specific projects, such as sculptures, performances, and other ways of involving artists in urban design. The first talk will be on November 28th, and you can reserve your free seats by sending an email to lulu@richmond.ca. And we could all use a little bit more of dancing in our lives. That is the 9th biannual Dance in Vancouver, showcasing British Columbia's most amazing companies, celebrating the energy and uniqueness of our contemporary dance scene. It'll take place from November 20th to 23rd at the Dance Centre at the corner of Granville and Davie. For ticket information, visit thedancecenter.ca.
That was Maria Rosa for the community calendar. 2 Burnaby ballerinas are paying their own way to represent Canada on the world stage. But without government assistance, they're falling just shy of their financial goal. Blaine Sayers has the story.
The ballerina tiptoes across the floor. She spins one way as her teammate bends another. There's plenty of stretching in this dance. But it's the stretching of dollars that could prevent these young dancers from representing Canada on the world stage. Emily and Caroline are raising funds for the World Dance Championships in Poland next month.
We have a goal of about $5,000 per dancer, and that will go to cover airfare, ground transportation, competition fees, choreographer fees, and meals. This is the Olympics of dance. In this competition, the girls are going to represent Canada, and they're hoping to bring back a suitcase of gold medals.
While the girls are looking forward to wearing the Canadian maple leaf,
it's really exciting to have the opportunity to win a medal for Canada.
When I'm there, I'll probably have this big feeling like, oh my gosh, this is really happening.
there's still more work to do.
Not everything can be fun about this. You kind of have to work for everything in your life. You get all the fun of the rehearsals and the people you meet and the time you get to spend dancing, but you kind of have to face the reality of it and realize I have to pay for this, I gotta work for this, it's okay.
While the International Dance Organization is recognized by the International Olympic Committee, dancing as a sport in Canada is not. This makes it very hard for the team to raise the funds they need.
It's a huge financial commitment, notwithstanding you're still paying for dance lessons and any other kinds of regular activities that the kids may be involved in. I would have to suggest that without sort of that focus on fundraising, some kids might not have been able to go.
For Emily and Caroline, they're well on their way. Blaine Sayers in Burnaby for Bcit Magazine.
If you'd like to make a donation to Burnaby's Team Canada Dancers, you can at www.4dancersoneDream.com. The team leaves for their trip on December 7th. Each year, millions of trees are cut down for the Christmas season, leaving many environmentalists upset. Our reporter Canberra went to the nursery that's trying to make Christmas more eco-friendly.
Christmas decorating is in full swing at TriStar Nurseries in Surrey. However, these Christmas trees aren't what you would normally expect. These trees are still alive. TriStar rents out the holiday staple in an effort to combat deforestation.
It's about 40 million trees in North America and 50 million in Europe, so it's lots of trees to be cut and thrown away.
Malik says there are a number of benefits to using a live tree.
The needle doesn't drop, the smell is stronger, and it's something nice in the house to have.
Initially, sales weren't high with only 5 trees available for rent, but 7 years later, the nursery now has over 100 available. Despite their growth, Malik says they've had their fair share of skeptics.
Actually, I had people laughing. The first year we started it, when I was telling them about the idea, first they were like surprised and then laughing and then pausing a little bit and then going, actually, it's a good idea.
The concept for the program came from President Tony Suriel. And even though it hasn't been a huge financial success, he says they will stick with the program.
We're not really making that much money on it. By the time we dig the trees, we put them in pots. But we're trying to promote this idea so maybe people will stop killing trees. But it takes time to change tradition.
After the Christmas season, renters return their trees here, where they are replanted for next year. If you're not able to come pick up the tree yourself, TriStars will also deliver the tree to your door, all in an effort just to make your white Christmas a little more green. Canberra in Surrey for Bcit Magazine.
Simon Fraser University men's hockey team is in mid-season form, leading the BCIHL standings. The Clan are also preparing to welcome the North Dakota and Princeton University for a hockey showcase in Burnaby. Rich Abney has this story.
The SFU Clan will host 2 NCAA hockey powers in January, and Coach Mark Coletta knows that the Great Northwest Showcase will be a great test for his team.
Caliber of players. I mean, North Dakota will probably have 6 or 7 drafted players on their team. Princeton probably a couple. These guys are all getting drafted to go to the NHL, and it's up to us, and hopefully we can put on a good show.
Team captain Tyler Moss says the games will be a treat for the crowd.
Fans should expect a high intensity, hard hitting, shooting, really fun hockey game, fun atmosphere. It'll be great. We have to do our best. I mean, the biggest thing for me, telling the guys, is just have fun with it. It's a good experience, so definitely have fun.
Not only will the on-ice product be impressive, Coletta says having schools like North Dakota and Princeton will help parents and players with a tough decision.
The NCAA does provide, 33% of the NHLPA now, so the hockey is definitely good. Getting parents aware of what kind of hockey the NCAA really is will help them make that decision when their kid turns 16 and 17.
Clan leading scorer John O'Cece expects the game style to be very different.
They just go at you really hard, so expecting that same sort of thing, a lot of speed, a lot of size, and in your face.
Despite being exhibition games and not counting towards the BCIHL standings, the impact could be felt throughout the league. Members of the SFU staff and roster hope that the test coming from teams from the NCAA will help them make a run in the playoffs.
Playing against these teams after a long Christmas break will just get us ready for the second half of our year, which will be very tough and demanding.
Well, hopefully it just gives us some confidence. Hopefully we can play with those guys and give them a good game, win or lose, at least compete with them and see where we're at after that.
The Great Northwest Showcase drops the puck January 3rd and January 4th. Rich Abney in Burnaby for Bcit Magazine.
I'm Mariah Beaton, and that's today's Bcit Magazine. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with some sports action.